Slim pickings at the moment. Probably be the same today. Relegation playoff, Nat Breda and Emmen. That's the first leg done. So it's as you were. Nat Breda scoring first. Again, I don't have any angles for these playoffs, I'm afraid. There's just no form lines, and they're completely unique one-off derby-style matches. Gothenburg and Mjällby, again, 2.3 the favourite. We just being inundated with matches like this, which is just so unappealing on paper. Well, 1.4 Copenhagen, but I wasn't feeling it. Absolutely no in-place stats of any importance from them. At least first half, it was all Aarhus thoroughly deserved the win. We did get 7 shots on target second half from Copenhagen, but I didn't see a trade there at all, despite the 1.4 favouritism pre-match. Swiss Super League, a couple of 0-0s, damp squibs, and Lausanne-Ouchy. Well, we did target Lausanne-Ouchy. A bit unlucky. We had a Luzern goal before half-time, scrubbed off, but they only managed the 1 goal. Now, arguably, you could have backed both teams to score no, even at half-time, when it was about 5.7. That covers the 0-2. Go to the correct score market, cover that 1-2, then go to the match odds market, back Luzern, lay Lausanne-Ouchy. And if you can get as high as a 2-2, then you've got an opportunity of a possible cash out. But 1-2 is covered, 0-2 is covered, 0-3 is covered. So that's an option for you there in that particular match. But again, it's a lack of enthusiasm with the current set of fixtures we have on our hands. Similar story today. But we've got another, this is a final. So it fits in with the playoffs, semi-finals, playoff finals. It's another one-off high-profile match. Naturally, Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go the season unbeaten. Don't forget, they have, since they won the title, been scoring 95th, 96th-minute equalisers. That might be the case today if Atalanta can get their heads in front. Good luck to Xavi Alonso, see if he can get through the season unbeaten. Den Haag and Excelsior. Didn't this just happen? Let's have a look. Oh, just a friendly in November 2023. This is the first leg of the relegation playoffs. Both sides are Eredivisie sides. You can see there. Excelsior, that scrap with Valvik at the end of the season, ended up in the relegation playoff place. So at least they got another swing of the bat. Swedish Superettan, and I tried to research today, but it's just, oh dear, it's awful. There's no angles, I'm afraid, this early in the season, and it's a secondary league. I don't trust these teams, I'm afraid. But let's have a look. GIF are having trouble scoring that second goal. Sandvikens don't, but in scoring 2 goals, last 2 away, they did fail to win. So only 1 clean sheet for GIF Sundsvall. They might be vulnerable today. Helsingborg is Skovda. I think they're newly relegated Helsingborg. Trust the market. You have to really, there's very little angles for us to work with. Ågret and Trelleborg, 2.15 the favourite again. 2 teams, it's hard to trust. Only 1 win for Ågret. 3 defeats came for Trelleborg in the first 4 home matches. 3 draws in 4. So these 2 sides having trouble winning. Only 1 clean sheet for Ågret. Both teams have scored in 5 of the last 6 matches. That might be an angle. Oster and Landskrona. 2 sides in good form. So again, here, very difficult to split. Only 1 defeat away. 3 draws in 4 matches. Yet again, a touch of draw-itis. 5 wins for Landskrona this season, yet they've been dismissed by the market. 2 consecutive away 1-3 wins. So I don't understand. I can't read this market. Finding it very hard to get angles into these particular matches. We're only really researching these and trading these under sufferance, to be honest. It's the elite leagues that we're after. And I suppose the Allsvenskan is tolerable. Only 1 win for Östersund. Oh dear. Only 2 losses for Gefle. But yet again, far too many draws. 3 consecutive clean sheets for Gefle. 2 0-0s away as well. So it could be attack v defence, this one. But I don't have any angles. It'll have to be in-place stats purely all the way through today for that particular competition. Chinese Super League, again, Shanghai Port stand out. I didn't get any trades yesterday. Croatian Cup, Rijeka and DZ, 2.56 the favourite, tells you everything you need to know. And again, we've got 2.4 the favourite in the Czech Cup as well. Finnish Veikkausliiga, given what happened with the Superettan, I didn't research I don't think I researched it. Yes, I did. Okay, let's have a look. 0-0 might be in play given what Gnistan did against KUPS recently. HJK, though, really should target the win here. What's been a poor start to the season for them. Are we going to see both teams to score? Can we lay Gnistan if they are the first goal scorers? Their only clean sheet came in the last match, and that was against KUPS. HJK need to start winning. VPS and KUPS, again, these two probably going to be vying for a top 3, top 4 place. Only one defeat for VPS. Came away at KUPS 2-1. Draw, win at home, scoring 3 goals in the last 2 home matches. KUPS have failed to score in only the last match. 2.37 tells you it's a tough encounter. It's one of those I would term a derby-style match. I would look to be backing over 2.5 goals if it's 0-0 at half-time, based on VPS's recent second-half goal-scoring antics, i.e. scoring and conceding. They tend to turn up with 3 or more goals second half if they don't have them first half. Ilves and Inter Turku. Inter score away, but generally in defeat. Ilves come into this match averaging 4 goals a game in the last 2 home matches. We might see a goal before half-time. Might see both teams to score as well. So that's Norway. HJK stands out here. This is a derby-style match, very difficult to unpack. And the Obosliigan, I'm not even going to... Or did I research? I think I did. But these are not leagues I want to be fixating on too much. Might see both teams to score, Asani and Vålerenga. Bryn and Arlesund, 1.53 for Bryn. 1-0 is a strong Bryn pattern, so that doesn't really fit in with a 1.53 quote. And if they do win or do lose, it tends to be 1-0. It does suggest, though, to us, if Arlesund score first, an insurance lay of Arlesund. So that's one of the more readable matches today. Egersund and Levanger, both teams to score, possibility of a goal before half-time, and Egersund to potentially outscore Levanger. Kongsvinger and Mjøndalen. Well, the last Kongsvinger match, we did have a profitable trade in, but we couldn't get to the match. It was suspended on Betfair, and that's the problem with the Obosliigan. I'll have to monitor this because otherwise I'm wasting my time researching something that we can't actually trade. No 0-0 at half-time. Kongsvinger failed to score in only 1 match. Only 2 wins from Mjøndalen came at home. Ranheim and Stabæk, 2.37 the favourite. Sogndal and Raufoss. Sogndal are yet to concede 2 goals. So remember that if Raufoss score first, we might have a possible insurance play if Raufoss scores first. So it looks like there's plenty of footy on, but the Obosliigan and the Superettan, oh boy, and this early in the season, you have to be very careful. Tennis-wise, I think the qualifiers are finished for the French Open. The French Open will probably be with us. No, still with us. I think the French Open will be with us on Saturday, Sunday or Monday. But again, a focus on well-known players. So I targeted Schwartzman here. Easy as you like for him. Wolf against Penniston. I was targeting that in case Penniston, familiar name, won the first set. Cressy Pellegrino, 1.57 favourite. Pellegrino won the first set via a tiebreaker. So it's up to you if you see a tiebreaker win in the first set to possibly lay the first set winner. Up to you. And the other match I looked at, Quentin Haller's getting the win. And Zamir Zumir getting the win as well, but again, over 3 sets. So the ones I targeted pretty much went as I expected, which is what you're after. I'm looking for an upset. Kudermetova and Birel. No problem there for Kudermetova. Bartel and Hon. Well, this is well, first set, tiebreaker, and then 209th against 216th. So obviously Mona Bartel, I think, has had some injury concerns. Looking at the second set, the easiest way to have a look in, or even to get shorter odds about the lay of Hon in case Bartel doesn't turn up, is to lay Hon if she wins her first service game, because her odds are going to be even shorter. Preferably, of course, is to... Sorry, that's wrong, isn't it? Lay Hon if she loses her first service game. No, wins her first service game, because her odds will be lower. That's correct. And then it's your cash out there. Losing serve. This is obviously a psychological problem of Bartel. An immediate concession after breaking. So that would be an angle. Keep your liability as low as possible. So a good result for Hon yesterday. And the other one, Heather Watson, our Heather. Well, she went through against... no, she didn't go through. It's typical of her season, basically. But she lost the first set, won the second. You do pick up a nice paycheck, though. Travelling around the world as well. David Goffin, this is a bit of a shock. Or was it? 6-2, 6-1. Any injury concerns for David Goffin? And Maka and Draper, 1.5. Again, there's a possibility of taking on Maťák if you won the first set. But it looks like an emphatic second set win as well. Again, if you want to keep your liability low, wait for this guy to win his first service game. That way his odds will drop and you can have another go. So that would have been a loss, I think. But very tightly ranked, 44th, 35th. So not necessarily a 1.5 favourite there. Shapovalov, as you'd expect. So I might see you around today. The soccer or the football doesn't make any great appeal, I'm afraid, apart from the odd match, such as I think Helsingborg, HJK Helsinki need to win after a poor start to the season. Have a look at Bayer Leverkusen. Maybe they'll outscore Atalanta, but it's going to be one of those derby style matches, isn't it? And yeah, HJK stands out. And in the Obos-Ligaen, we had those couple of matches, Egersund, Levanger, where we could have made arguments for taking on the first team to score. So slim pickings. Don't expect an avalanche of plays today. It's a frustrating period. We've got the Euros coming. Hopefully, it'll be August soon. Tomorrow, again, it looks as poor. Friday, at least we've got the Irish First Division, Irish Premier Division back, and that's our usual staple. And we've got Genoa Bologna and Girona Granada in La Liga. And we've got two of the big guns from last season, the only sides to finish over 60 plus points, Malmo and Elfsborg. Malmo getting a loss last match. They will be keen to get back into the winning ways. So don't expect too much from me today, but I will be monitoring the early kickoffs. I don't think leagues of this standard, if they kicked off at 7:45, merit my staying up till 2 a.m. to trade them. I might see you throughout the day. Do have Telegram at the ready. There'll just be, I think, a handful of 3 or 4 matches which I'd like to target, and then we'll see where we get on from there. Have a great day.